This week in Louisiana agriculture.
The future of the 2013 Farm Bill depends on dairy. I'm Kristen Oakes, and I'll explain why coming up.
I'm AJ Bean here in the Kisatchie National Forest. I'll have the story of how biologists are helping to save the endangered red cut-kitted woodpecker. That story just ahead.
Getting your home ready for a hurricane. There is free help if you want it. I'm Avery Davidson with that story ahead.
Hello everyone, I'm Michael Dana. Thanks for joining us on this week's program. There is one less dairy farm in Louisiana. That may not sound like a story that would lead off today's program, but when you consider there were only 135 dairies in the state last year, according to the LSU Ag Center, the closure of any dairy has an impact on the state's farm economy as well as you, the consumer. As This Week in Louisiana Agriculture's Kristen Oakes now shows us, the closure of that dairy farm comes as the U.S. House of Representatives begins debate on the new Farm Bill, a farm bill that has provisions in place to keep dairy farmers in business.
Inside this empty barn, Russell Creel has nothing but time on his hands.
When I come in here and look at the empty weigh jars and the machine still hanging, you gotta hold me a minute. It just makes me think back over the years, you know, the joy that we had, you know, providing milk for people, and we always strive to produce good milk.
After nearly 70 years in the dairy business, Creel sold all of his cows on May 28th and called it quits.
I look out across the pastures and I don't see any cows, and it kind of gives me a eerie feeling, you know, just knowing that they're not here anymore.
Low milk prices and high feed bills kept Creel and his family living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to make ends meet.
The majority of dairy farmers, their feed bill is probably 60 to 65% of their expense. Just, you know, thinking back over it, it's been a good life, but just the relief of knowing that we don't have the pressure anymore and wondering how we're going to make a living.
Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation Commodity Director Ron Harrell says the 2013 Farm Bill's Dairy Security Act will help to stabilize the milk market and protect the dairy farmers' bottom line.
This is the first time where the entire industry has come together saying, okay, this is a good program. It's going to provide our producers with some protection, and it's also going to signal our producers when you're producing too much milk, you need to cut back so that you can maintain your price level where you have enough to stay in business.
As the Farm Bill moves on to the House of Representatives, Harrell says the passage of this program is vital for the future of Louisiana dairy farms.
We've gone from over 1,200 dairies now down to about 137. And you know, it's getting to the critical point now where we may not have a dairy industry in Louisiana.
But help may be too late for farmers like Russell Creel.
It's like a day late and a dollar short, you know. So many have gone out. I feel like I paid my debt to the dairy industry, and you know, I'm proud to have been a part of it. Like I say, it's bittersweet.
In Washington Parish, I'm Kristen Oakes for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
The National Milk Producers Federation says the 2013 Dairy Security Act will be completely voluntary. Producers can choose to opt out of the program if they have any concerns. The House is expected to vote on the new Farm Bill sometime this week.